Hello and welcome to another A-Level Economics video with me, Mr Goff, for MrGoff.com. This video will focus on the differences between market and planned economies. In a market economy, the question of what to produce is determined by producers who can make whatever products they want and then compete with other producers to sell their products to consumers. In a planned economy, the question of what to produce is determined by the government, who tells producers what they have to make. The thinking is that because producers in a market economy have to compete with other producers, firms will be more willing to innovate to create new products that stand out from the competition, leading to better choice and better quality products for consumers. In a planned economy, there is little incentive to innovate because profit is not important and there is frequently only one supplier of a product, which is mass-produced by the government. If firms achieve a monopoly or oligopoly position in a market economy, then these benefits may be greatly reduced as they take advantage of their position. As firms also compete on price in a market economy, there is an incentive to be as efficient as possible in their production methods. The lack of a profit motive in a planned economy means producers in a planned economy tend to be less efficient. It's also true, though, that some firms may risk the safety of their products or have poor working conditions in order to maximize profits in a market economy. In a market economy, workers have more freedom to choose what type of work they want to do. In a planned economy, the government allocates people jobs. The freedom in a market economy is not absolute. A worker's skills and qualifications will determine which jobs they're able to go for. Different jobs in a market economy will have very different levels of pay, so it will be very unequal the amount that different people earn. In a planned economy, the government can ensure a more equal spread of income and wealth. In a market economy, there can be a great disparity between the wealthiest and the poorest, with the wealthiest having a very high income and the poorest earning nothing at all. The inequality in market economies is also made worse by the fact that those that earn the most income are also likely to own the factors of production that are likely to be able to provide them with further income. In addition, they're likely to have access to better education, which means it will be their children that are more equipped to be able to go into the high-paying jobs of the future. In a market economy, people have a right to free speech and protest, whereas planned economies strictly police people who speak out against government views and policies. Although anyone can speak out against the government in a market economy, some people may have a greater ability to influence government policy than others, and this often again falls to those that have the most wealth. Mixed economies have elements of both planned and market economies. While people would likely still have the right to choose where they work, higher taxes would mean the government could better support those unable to work, for instance, by providing public health services and unemployment benefits. People are generally also free to express their views in mixed economies. Neither mixed economies nor market economies have proved superior, with both averaging similar levels of economic growth. Planned economies have been less successful, and most of them are gone now since the fall of communism. As there are no countries that are actually pure planned or market economies, we need to know what kind of criteria we use to classify them. We generally call countries that have low government interference market economies. These are likely to be characterized by low taxes, limited social provisions such as unemployment benefits, and no public healthcare system. Countries like North Korea and China, where most resources are allocated by the state, are still considered to be planned economies despite having some private markets. In fact, both of these countries are increasingly opening up to the private sector. Countries like France, Germany, and the United Kingdom, where government spending represents around 58, 49, and 45% of GDP respectively, are considered mixed economies. That brings us to the end of this video on the differences between planned and market economies. Join me in the next video when I'll be looking at some famous economic theorists, Smith, Hayek and Marx. Use the resources at mrgoff.com to help you revise economics, and until next time, it's bye for now.